For those of you who've ever had the boss from hell, we're going to let you know how to deal with them right now. Our guest is Maggie Mistel. There are some bosses who the only way they can communicate is to yell, to scream, and to carry on tantrums. How do you deal with that?
It is a challenging situation, Denise, and unfortunately, a lot of people find themselves with these overly demanding bosses, or even, in the worst case, bosses who scream and yell. So what I try to tell my clients is to really just relax and try not to take it personally.
So how do you handle it in a way that lets that person know you've crossed the line with me and I have a line that you can't cross?
You know, if you get the sense that this is a one-time thing, person made a slip of the tongue or something stupid, you know, you can kind of look at them and say, ha ha, Joe, yeah, that was really funny. You know, let's keep those kind of jokes to ourselves in the future, you know, kind of laugh it off, and it's a one-time thing, then you can, you know, think about letting it go. But if this is a systemic problem where consistently the person is either coming on to you or making inappropriate remarks or posts inappropriate things either online or sends you inappropriate emails or text messages or phone messages, that's a deeper problem, and you really have to protect yourself by going to HR and letting them know the situation. I also tell people who are in any of these situations to document what's going on, because the company is going to want to know the documentation, and for your own protection you're going to want to make sure you're documenting the realities of the situation, because the worst thing that can happen is that you start to get blamed for any of this happening as well.
There's the boss that you can do nothing right for. I mean, that boss is going to complain about everything. You're going to give in a project, and it's just he has to or she has to change it. How do you handle it's criticism, but it can be demoralizing criticism.
Yes, and defeating, and it can really take its toll on your self-esteem over time. When you think about your persona in the work world, your self-esteem is something you want to really protect. So I have a serious conversation with people who are in these types of situations and say, do you really think this is a place you should be staying? You know, can you find another position within the company with perhaps a different manager, someone who is going to support you and encourage you? And if for whatever reason they feel they can't move on, I at least say, find a mentor, find somebody else who can tell you the real quality of your work, both constructive criticism, yes, but also the positives of what you're doing. Because unless you get that positive feedback somewhere, slowly but surely your confidence will erode, and that'll start to affect your possibilities in your career and your future.